Well, good morning. Happy Monday. It's Leza live on the news, 103.5 FM, KYCA. Happy to be back at work so we can get some rest. Right, Matt Hinshaw?
Sure.
Sure,
Let's go with
yes.
that.
Jam-packed weekend for me. How about you?
No rest for the wicked.
There you go. How about you, Drew?
Had a good weekend.
Yeah. Do lots of fun stuff with your visitors from out of town?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time down in the plaza.
Yes.
And that was nice and got to listen to lots of music.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were interested in music, this is the place to be. All the restaurants had it. I mean, obviously the Birdcage, Maddie's, but just the restaurants. Everybody had something going on.
Yeah.
And we hit most of them, and I got to tell you, it was nice.
Now, had these visitors ever been here before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so they knew what to expect. A good time,
They've
for
been
sure.
to the square, but, and they...
The square? Where's the square?
The plaza. Can't call it a square. It's a rectangle. Okay? The rectangle.
The rectangle. They've been to the rectangle
They've been
before.
to the rectangle. But, yeah, they love it up here, and they come up. We go back and forth, and it worked out great.
Fabulous. Good for you. I'm glad you had a good time. And you? You worked all weekend.
I worked, yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Trying to make that cheddar.
Yeah.
I got to do it somewhere else
That's
other than
right.
the radio.
Oh, I know. I know, trust me. Well, I had a huge weekend. My kids came up from the valley, brought their dog Maple, and Mateo's brother Chris was in town. And, man, when they're in town, it's just go, 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 go. There is no...
The weekend goes
fast. Yeah,
fast.
there is no downtime whatsoever. We did it all, too. Boy, we went mountain biking. We went to the farmer's market. We got out the bow and arrows and did some bow and arrow shooting practice. And then we played golf yesterday. So jam-packed weekend, but a ton of fun. And then the kids are off to a wedding in Idaho. And so they left Maple with us. So I have 4 dogs at my house right now. 4.
So Scott really loves you right now.
Oh, well, since it's Delaney Mateo's dog, he's all for it.
He's okay.
Yeah, and he's on board with the Bubba now. I mean, what's not to love? The puppy is pretty amazing. So, yeah, he's but Scott slept with Maple and Teddy downstairs, and I slept with Lulu, and Bubba slept by himself in his crib. We call it his crib.
Yeah.
You mean dog pool?
Yeah.
Dog pool?
Dog pool, yeah. Yeah, we did pull out the dog pool. We like to pull out the little dog pool, put it in the lawn, and then we set up all the chairs around it. We call it a pool party.
Yeah.
Our neighbors drive by, and they're like, what are they doing?
Are they dog-sized chairs?
They're people-sized chairs.
Oh, so you
For
need
the
to get
people.
dog-sized
The
chairs
people
for the
are
dogs.
no, the people are in the chairs, the dogs are in the pool.
It's a dog pool. Dog chairs. See, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. No. You got to be a Deadpool fan to know what you're talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
Speaking of, man, breaking records left and right this weekend. I'm talking about Deadpool and Wolverine, the movie that we saw on Thursday night. $205 million at the domestic box office, making it the 8th biggest opening of all time. It made $438.3 million globally.
That's all?
Right? It now holds the record for the biggest opening ever for an R-rated movie. It dethroned the first Deadpool, which held the record with around only $133 million. So, we talked about it on Friday. If you guys missed our show on Friday, you can always replay our shows online at kyca.info. We spent a lot of time talking about it because we all saw it. You, me, Barry, Scott, Kelsey, John Rust.
I was going to say you and Barry spent more time talking about it than I did, but that's what I wanted.
Right. Yeah, you bring us on board, we think we're an expert.
No, I thought it was great because you guys don't know anything about it, and your opinions were more valuable than mine, who knows everything about it.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was very entertaining, to say the least. Lots of blood, lots of gore, lots of violence, but it was very entertaining.
And Drew missed out.
Yeah. Drew, do you plan to see the film?
Yes.
Good.
But, Jamie wanted to see it in the theater, and she's like, don't go with that. All right.
Well, you could have brought Jamie. I brought Scott.
She was working.
Oh.
She could have called in sick.
The truth comes out.
If she was truly dedicated, she would have called in sick, Drew.
It's called money, buddy.
That's right. Cheddar.
I know.
Didn't you just...
I know.
You got to do the cheddar.
Didn't you just bring that up?
I give up my weekends for the cheddar. Yeah.
Yes. Well, and big weekend. Of course, the Olympics kicked off. I listened to you and... Phil talking about it this morning. Well, I had a different take. I enjoyed the opening ceremonies. I took it for what it was, and it's basically entertainment, and it's basically the country that's hosting it's way to interpret and put on a show for the world, and it's their choice. So you sit back, you don't like it, you change the channel. I mean, these people getting so upset about it.
That was pretty offensive.
Well, I was not offended
Now the
whatsoever.
opening ceremony was wonderful. That part of it was not. That's all.
Yeah.
And most
well,
people
for
said
you,
that.
for you, I was not offended whatsoever.
Oh, man, I'm going to have to watch
Yeah,
this now.
I think
I feel bad that I missed it.
I know,
had
I
such a
can't-
busy weekend. I didn't see it. It's the first time since probably high school I haven't watched the opening ceremony.
I mean, it wasn't. There were some parts that weren't great, but overall, I mean, it was what it was. And the kids and I had so much fun, and Scott as well. We played a game. Guess how many athletes at each country? They would name the country, and then we would guess because they're all on these boats that are floating up and down the River Seine.
Right.
And
did it smell like poop?
I didn't smell it, but they did cancel something this weekend. Yeah. Yeah, they did because the E. coli level was so high. But we would guess how many because every athlete from each country wasn't on each boat.
Right.
They come and go throughout the 2 weeks. But we just made fun.
Oh,
it was
that's fun.
Yeah, and the big highlight, of course, Celine Dion making her comeback. Pretty amazing performance at the end of the ceremony. It was so long.
I thought it was
like
Gojira.
4 or 5 hours long.
4 or 5
well,
hours?
They were good too.
I don't have that much time.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, what we did is we started it late and we fast forwarded through all the commercials, and that helped.
Okay.
Then it was only like an hour and a half long.
Okay.
So, but yeah, your metal band was pretty awesome too.
Yeah, Gojira. Yeah.
Gojira.
Which is Godzilla.
Yes.
Is what Gojira stands for.
Is that right? Well, they were awesome with the Marie Antoinettes with their heads cut off, and I just thought it was what it was. It is what it is, and to get all put your politics in and get all upset about it. I mean, they're there to celebrate the best athletes in the world, and that's what it's meant for, and that's how I took it.
As I told you, we need to support the athletes.
Oh, I totally support the athletes. Absolutely.
Regardless of that, they've worked hard for 4 years to make
and that's
this.
what it's all about. And
then,
they had a great time. I guarantee you, they were having a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Rained the entire ceremony. So these big performances in the rain and lots of dancing on the side of the river. Your rock band was pretty amazing.
Have you converted now? Are you going to go with me in October to watch Gwar?
I doubt it.
Are you sure?
That just sounds
Gwar's
like
pretty awesome.
I get a headache just thinking about going to one of your heavy metal rock concerts.
So now you have a headache for the rest of the day
Just
just
thinking
about
about it.
Gwar. Got it.
Gwar, yeah, don't tell them. Scary. But this past weekend, the U.S. finished with the most medals than any other team. Woohoo! The only nation so far to have a medal haul in the double digits, which is great. Team USA had 12 medals by the end of day 2 of the Olympics. So everything's changed, but of course we don't want to spoil anything because they're, ahead of us?
9 hours.
Yes. So Team USA had 12 medals by the end of the day, like I said, picking up 2 golds in swimming and 1 in fencing. France has the second most so far, 8 medals, including 3 gold, followed by Japan, 7 medals, including 4 gold. In women's gymnastics, Simone Biles pushed through her floor routine and vault with an injury. God bless her. I'm watching it last night. And
she was amazing.
She was amazing, but hopefully she can pull it together and compete and win because she's so much better than anybody else we saw last night. And we'll have to wait and see what happens next. Today, you want to know what's happening today in the Olympics? Because I have it somewhere here in my notes. Today, let's see. Team USA takes on Spain this morning in women's field hockey. Then we play France in women's rugby, China in women's volleyball, and Japan in women's basketball this afternoon. So, and the best way to watch the Olympics, just tune in at 7 and get all the highlights.
All the highlights, yeah. On NBC.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Unless you're bored all day and you want to sit in front of the television, which a lot of people do. They get sucked in, right?
Happens every 4 years.
It absolutely does. So
2.
We got to talk about some of the takeaways, some of the things that went viral over the weekend. Of course, we talked about Celine Dion's comeback performance. It was her first performance since she announced her diagnosis of stiff person syndrome. Couldn't tell. She looked and sounded amazing. Pretty cool stuff. Snoop Dogg was just confusing.
He was great.
But so confusing why he's even there and why we even care to hear his thoughts on the Olympics. But yeah, he was shown throughout.
So did he light his blunt with the?
I didn't see.
Unfortunately, not. No.
I didn't spend any time on the internet this weekend.
Shame.
I got a cough.
Oh, I think I almost got it.
So I'm sure if he did, he posted it somewhere. But like I said, I was so busy this weekend, barely had time to check out what's going on. We talked about the rain during the opening ceremonies. There was a gaffe. South Korea was announced as the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, which is the full name of North Korea. The South Korean Sports Ministry has said it plans to submit a strong complaint with France on a government level over the error. Of course, the IOC has apologized.
Huh.
Yeah. Of course, there was usual artsy weirdness that shows up during these ceremonies, but there was nothing cooler. And if you don't agree with me on this, Drew, we can't be friends.
Okay.
The steel horse that ran down the river.
Oh, that was cool.
It was unbelievable. Everybody just sat there. I mean, it is this mechanical horse. Obviously, it's a floating device, a motor, a boat somehow underneath. But it was pretty amazing.
Huh.
Yeah, you can fast forward if you want to catch.
I will have to check that out.
Yeah,
No,
it's
that was
towards
very
the end.
good.
Very good. Yep. Also, Australia's Ariana Titmus accidentally stole American Katie Ledecky's swimming lane before the 400-meter freestyle, and then she stole the gold from her as well. She got the bronze, Katie did. And let's see. You got to talk about Bob the Cap Catcher. You know who I'm talking about? No, he doesn't. Okay, well,
I
in
really don't,
swimming.
then.
Well, okay, in swimming, one of the swimmers, I guess it was an American, she lost her cap in the pool. This guy in an itsy bitsy teensy weensy speedo, because they don't really wear the speedos anymore. They wear like pants or
Yeah, like
swim
full,
trunks
like, yeah.
that go from their knees to their
Bodysuits, yeah.
waist. No, they don't even do the
Oh, they
bodysuits
don't do that anymore?
You know, they change every year. But this guy in this like colorful speedo, who is dad bod. We'll just put it that way, dad bod. Dove in to save the cap, and he's gone viral. His name is Bob the Cap Catcher. So hopefully we'll get to see more of Bob.
I did see that, but when you said it, I had to refresh my brain.
Yeah.
By the way, they said that the reason he went down to the cap is so it wouldn't get in way of the track of the underwater camera. That's why he had to go down
And
there.
wasn't
It was
that
on
cool?
the track.
Wasn't the
Which
camera
was the
cool?
first time they've had that underwater camera.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, they've had other cameras underwater, but
Right.
nothing that actually tracks
Moves.
with the swimmers
On a
which
rail.
was really neat.
I
And
thought so.
And that was the first time for that pool to get used that way.
Yeah, I thought it was super cool,
Yeah,
too.
that was cool.
Very cool. Okay, so today, daily designations, National Lasagna Day. I don't remember the last time I've had lasagna. I love it. Do you love lasagna?
I do. I've had it a couple months ago.
You did? Did you make
Yeah.
it? Just
No,
threw one
heck
together in
no.
your kitchen
No way.
on a rainy
Stouffer's?
Wednesday afternoon?
Stouffer's.
Stouffer's frozen. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's interesting. The word lasagna is not the food. It's not what they named the food, but it was what they originally cooked the lasagna in. Lasagna is Greek for chamber pot, a.k.a. bedside toilet.
Wow.
Working in the Daily Do here.
Clearly.
It's not clear if they used one of those to make the first lasagna, but it's more proof that living in the 13th century was hard.
So it's not the Daily Do anymore. It's now the Daily Lasagna.
No, no, it's still the Daily Do.
Daily Do?
Yeah, it just
Okay.
rolls off the tongue. But isn't that interesting that lasagna is not the food, it's what it was originally cooked in? Interesting, I thought. Anyway, today's National Chicken Wing Day. Can you boys get behind the chicken wing?
Of course.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of chicken wings.
My question is, who has the best in town?
You
That's
tell me.
that's
You
the hard
tell
thing to
me.
figure out.
I had this conversation with my son-in-law yesterday. Who do
Oh.
you think?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I haven't had all of them.
Where do you
but,
go? What's your go-to?
I've been Buffalo Wild Wings, of course. Tailgaters.
okay,
Park
okay.
Plaza is doing this new thing with
Yes.
theirs where they smoke them, which is
and
pretty
they
tasty.
rub them and smoke
Yeah.
them. Yep.
Yeah.
The Office has
The
wings.
Office has pretty good wings.
Puginaste, Scott
Puginaste's,
said
yeah.
good wings at Puginaste's.
That's what I was going to.
Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, that's
that's your go-to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and then Aromas in Chino has really good wings too.
Oh.
Really, really good.
Okay, I haven't had them. On average, Americans eat about 290 wings per year. A lot of people just on Super Bowl Sunday.
Gonna say that's just last week.
For you, right? Yeah. Some deals to take advantage of today on National Chicken Wing Day. Buffalo Wild Wings has free wings if you spend $10. Use the code GOWINGS and get 6 free wings with your order. Applebee's has a buy one, get one deal if you order through their app and use the code WINGDAY24. And Popeyes has a buy one, get one deal. Buy 6 wings and get another 6 for $1.
Wow.
There you go.
So Popeyes has wings, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So here's the most controversial question.
Yes, let's hear it.
Are boneless wings technically wings,
Well,
or are they chicken nuggets?
They just had a court ruling on this.
They had a court
And
ruling.
they found that boneless can be called chicken wings, didn't they?
Yes.
I mean, that's about all I took away from the whole story.
But
They're still-
technically, they would be a nugget
I
because
think a
they don't
nugget.
have a bone. But I think it refers more to the sauce and the way they cook
Right,
them.
the style.
Yeah, the style, which
Yeah.
comes from Buffalo, New York.
I'm into the boneless wings. I don't like the ones with the bones because they've got all the veins and stuff in them.
But that's what makes them good. It's got a
Stringy.
gnaw on it. It makes you feel like a man. Gnawing on that bone.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a big fan. I'll take a chicken nugget over a wing any day. Any day. Okay, so it is also National Lipstick Day. Lipstick dates back to ancient Egypt. Back in 1770, the British banned it, calling it a devilish attempt to trick men into marriage.
It's worked. It's worked, hasn't it?
Just imagine what they'd say about Instagram today and all the things
Ugh.
you see. I mean, lipstick isn't our biggest problem.
Not.
Nobody knows what to say about
Nope,
that.
nope,
It's
nope,
the
nope,
thirst
nope.
photos.
I thought that was kind of interesting. What else do we have? Oh, I've got one for you.
Oh,
and
please.
you specifically.
Yes.
Because you are a Star Wars collector of memorabilia.
Hoarder, whatever.
Or toys, or whatever you want to call it. Did you hear about this? One person paid an astronomical $175,000 at auction for the gold bikini worn by the late Carrie Fisher in Return of the Jedi. You know the bikini.
Now, of course. There are whole Instagram and Facebook pages dedicated to the gold bikini.
Yep,
Yeah.
it was worn at the beginning of the 1983 film when Leah was captured by Jabba the Hutt and forced to be his slave. What do you think? $175,000 for that bikini?
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of
If
money.
you had it, would you spend it?
Would I spend it for
On
the
that,
bikini?
yeah.
Do I get a girl with the bikini?
Nope.
Well, then no.
That'll
Of
cost
course
you a
not.
lot more. A lot more.
I was thinking exactly what Matt
Yeah,
was. So
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
buddy.
No,
Do I get the model that
Nope, you
wears
just
the
get the bikini.
No, well, then no.
How much more clear can I be?
Didn't
What?
I was
Which-
going to say? Didn't the last bikini they auctioned off? I think was Jamie Lee Curtis's when she did Trading Places. The white one.
Oh, yeah.
The white bikini on the
Oh.
boat was auctioned off.
I don't know if it was the last one.
I don't know, but I mean
yeah.
that's the last one I remember.
And how much did it go for?
Back then? They're like 35,000.
Oh, Princess
Well,
Leia.
that was 30-something years ago, though.
Yeah.
That's no metal bikini. That's for
That's
sure.
that's not Princess Leia's bikini.
That's right. That is right. Okay, and on the health front, I found this interesting because I have a friend who just has been dealing with shingles. And do you get the shingles shot, Drew?
No.
I haven't gotten it either. You're too young. They say after 50, but I'm thinking about it because after after what she's gone through, they're really painful. And awful. But anyway, there may be new hope in the fight against dementia. According to new research, it found that the latest shingles vaccine appears to delay the onset of the memory impairing condition. In the study, researchers found people who got the vaccine lived on average an additional 164 days without dementia compared to those who received the previous shingles vaccine. So maybe there's a little correlation there. I mean, if you're going to get the vaccine, that might be a benefit for you
Definitely.
going forward. So there you go. Hey, moving forward, we have Jamie DeJoseph, the sports director of the James Family Prescott YMCA, coming up. She's going to do a little summer sports wrap up. We can talk Olympics with her. I'm sure she's a big fan.
She probably paid attention, unlike me.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I love the Olympics.
You'll have time. Just DVR it, and then you can fast
Yeah,
forward
that's
through
what
all
I'll
the
do.
crap. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Jamie is coming up, going to talk about all the fall sports that they have out there at our James Family Prescott YMCA. So stick around for that. Coming up here on Leza Live. So, ladies, how you feeling? You feeling like yourself? Feeling good, energetic? If not so much, you might be experiencing symptoms of of hormonal imbalance. Prescott Women's Clinic can help with their bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. Their personalized approach makes a huge difference. They have 2 convenient locations in our area, one in Prescott off of Willow Creek Road and one in Prescott Valley on Florentine Road. Getting this life-changing care is easy, but you got to start by making an appointment. Do that by calling 928-778-4300 or visit them online very simply at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. And we'll be right back. Shake, shake. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA. Joining me in studio, Jamie DeJoseph, Sports Director of the James Family Prescott YMCA and Race Director of the Whiskey Row Marathon. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Before we dive into wrapping up summer sports and talking about fall sports, let's talk a little bit about the Olympics because you got to be a fan.
I am, yes. I wish I had watched more. I did watch a little soccer yesterday, too.
Yeah?
But I am a huge USA basketball fan.
Okay,
I
that's
am
your sport.
a huge Devin Booker fan.
Uh-huh.
Anybody that knows me knows that. So I was a little sad the game was on at 8 in the morning yesterday, so I didn't get to watch it, but I did pay attention.
No, why? Because you were sleeping in?
I was at church.
You were at church. Good girl. Good girl. Well, yeah. And what else are you looking forward to besides basketball?
I do love soccer too. And then I was watching. I'm not a rugby fan, but we were watching it Saturday at Marley's, and I was like, "This is actually really fun to watch." Like,
yeah,
just tackling each other, you just
right?
throw the ball, and I was like, "Oh, this is."
I mean, they're
interesting."
tackling and they don't even have equipment on.
No,
helmets.
those are some athletes.
Yeah, my dad played rugby when I was a little kid. And I just remember the blood. And I was just like, wow, this is, wow, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, rugby's great. I watched a little bit of I watched like the primetime last night, saw the gymnastics. I'm a
Gymnastics
Simone
is
Biles
good.
fan,
Yeah.
just cheering her on because we want her to do well.
Yeah.
She's got such an amazing story when she got out of the Olympics in Tokyo because she had the twisty. She was talking about it in some interviews last night. And then she had an injury. She was actually competing last night with an injury.
She's amazing.
She is amazing. So I really hope she does well.
It's actually just fun to watch all of it because, like you guys were saying before, the amount of time they put in to prepare for this is insane, and it's just fun to watch.
Exactly.
Sand volleyball, regular volleyball, like all of it. So
Yeah, really
it's
great.
a cool time.
Well, and the backstories, you know, like last night they were talking about this swimmer, this American swimmer who actually came home with a bronze. You know, he's 31 and he has a real job and he's also training to be an Olympian. And
See.
you know, the backstories I just love.
It's amazing.
Yeah, to hear all about it, and like you said, the dedication. I mean, you're an athlete, you know how much time and energy and
Yes.
effort and the dream. Once they have the dream, I mean, they have to work towards it and a lot of times fulfill it, which is really awesome.
Exactly, and you know it is the one time during the year where everybody's cheering for the same thing.
Right.
We're all on the same team.
Right.
So
exactly.
that's nice.
Thank you for that. And we could use that
We
so much
really
right
could.
now.
Yes.
So much right now.
And I learned not to have dreams, so it works out great.
You've got the big dream now.
I
you
do,
can have
just not
dreams.
athletic dreams. yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, one day I'll get that metal bikini.
That's right. Start saving that cheddar.
Yeah, I need 200,000 now.
Yeah, right. Awesome. All right, so you guys just you're wrapping up summer sports camps and youth flag football over there at our James Family Prescott YMCA. How did it all go?
Everything went so well this summer. Our youth flag football league just ended last week. We did a tournament for the 9, 10, 11, 13, and the 14, 16-year-old divisions. So we wrapped up Thursday night with a championship night. The weather we got lucky all week.
Yeah.
It was supposed to rain every day, but somehow we got every game in last week.
Awesome.
Which was amazing. And you just can't thank all the coaches enough. We had a lot of great coaches this summer and all of my refs. It just really was a great season. Like, there wasn't a lot of complaining. There wasn't a lot of yelling. Like, any of that kind of stuff. So
Right.
it just, and I got to coach my nephews, which is always
that's
the best part of
fun.
my job.
That is great.
So, and they love football. So and so do I. So it's great.
How many kids were involved in youth
Over
flag football?
330, I believe.
330 kids playing flag football.
Close
From
to-
what ages?
6 to 16.
Wow.
Some 5-year-olds out there too.
Yeah, I
so,
love it.
Yeah,
Start them early.
It's a fun league,
Especially
so.
flag football. I mean, it's the sport is pretty much the same, right? Except for it's no contact.
No contact. There are some special rules,
Mm-hmm.
but it is, and it prepares them because they're getting ready for tackle next week. The
Right.
Tackle kicks off next week, so it's a good way to prepare and just make sure you're somewhat in shape.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a
Awesome.
lot of fun.
And the sports camps all went off without a hitch.
Yeah, we had I think like 11 of them.
Yeah.
We had 2 fencing, 2 soccer, 2 volleyball, and then we had 2 tennis, which was new. Didn't get a lot of kids, but it was still pretty cool to watch. And then we had, I think, 4 or 5 basketball. Our last basketball one is running this week. It's a night camp from 5 to 8. 3 nights at the Y, and then our last night finishes up at Mile High.
Fabulous.
So, yeah, we've had our first volleyball camp had like 50 kids in it.
Amazing.
So we were probably up over 300 kids for camps.
That's
too.
great.
So,
Boy,
yeah.
you have had a busy summer.
We always say that every time I come in here, and I'm like, it never slows down because
Never.
just look at the stack that we
I am.
still.
I'm looking at the schedule.
And that's fall.
All of the fall sports, which we will get to coming up with Jamie DeJoseph, the sports director of the James Family Prescott YMCA, here on Leza Live. Right now, picture this. You wake up with a dental problem, and suddenly your life feels like a marathon, or your day does anyway. But wait, there's a solution, and it's Pro Solutions Dental Group, where they offer, if you haven't heard, same-day dental technology. No more waiting, no more hassle. Whether it's a crown, a filling, even a dental implant, Pro Solutions Dental Group uses cutting-edge techniques to get it done in just one visit. You can say goodbye to multiple appointments and hello to same-day smiles. Don't let dental issues slow you down. Give the team at Pro Solutions Dental Group a call today. Their number is 928-776-1208, or reach them online at PrescottDentist.com, and we will be right back. And we're back. It's Leza live on the news, 103.5 FM, KYCA, talking all things sports this morning with Jamie DeJoseph, the sports director of the James Family Prescott YMCA and the race director of the Whiskey Row Marathon, which we will get to coming up.
We will. I think I have the longest job title at the YMCA.
Well, then you had on your title, you also have your designation of being Woman or Person of the Year for the Girls in Sports.
Yeah, so last year...
I just left that one off.
Yeah, the North Star.
Yes.
I was the Community Youth Advocate of the Year last year.
Yes.
I love working with Diane and Casey.
Yes, such
They're
a
amazing.
and what a great honor.
I was so humbled and honored. I was shocked.
Yes.
So that was pretty amazing.
Okay, I won't leave it off your title next time. I
That's
will
too
add
long.
it.
Too long.
Okay.
But no, it was awesome.
Awesome. Well, we have adult flag football coming up. We just talked about the youth sports, and now we have adult. And what are the ages?
Ages 18 and up.
18 and up.
So 16 and up can play too. They just have to have a parent or a guardian
okay.
waiver.
Nice.
So yeah, in the fall we kind of focus a little bit more on the adults because from January to now it's basically a lot about the kids.
Right.
But we brought back the adult flag football league last year. I think we had 6 or 8 teams. They play on Saturdays out at Granite Mountain on the football field. We have some refs, and they get 8 games plus the playoffs for the top 4.
Wow.
And then we added a cool thing last year where we do an offensive MVP and then a defensive MVP.
Cool.
So I think we got them a gift card and something last year, and they get a little certificate too.
That's awesome.
So it's a lot of fun. I know the adults love playing in the league. I'm pretty sure we got our first team signed up over the weekend too.
Good.
So we go from youth to adult, so that they get to go out there. And
Yeah.
if I had time, I would totally join the league and play because
Yes.
it always looked like fun.
Definitely.
So
Well, and can people get their own team together?
yes, thankfully the best
Okay.
part of our adult sports is that I don't have to put the teams together.
Very good.
So no free agents or anything like that. You actually do get to choose your own team. The only thing we do is I set up the schedule, and then obviously I set up the staff and the refs.
Right.
But yeah, it's completely up to them who they play with, which is
Okay.
also another fun thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, is it all one league, or is there like levels?
It's all one league
Okay.
for now.
And is it co-ed?
It is co-ed.
Okay.
I think we may have had a couple girls playing last year.
Yeah.
But they definitely should come out and play. Although I think they are starting flag football at the high school this fall, which
Oh,
is pretty
good.
awesome.
That
They're gonna
is
have girls
awesome.
flag football. So that's exciting.
It's becoming more and more popular, isn't it?
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, wonderful. All right, $500 per team. Sign up at the YMCA.
Yes, come on
Okay.
in.
Okay, let's talk about adult 3-on-3 basketball.
Yeah, so our adult 3-on-3 basketball league is coming back as well. It's kind of the same thing. You pick your own team. You can have a minimum of 3 players, a maximum of 6.
Okay.
We play all of our games over at the Armory on Tuesday nights. They get 6 regular season games, and then they get a single elimination tournament at the end of the season. So both of these seasons will start in September.
Okay, all right. You guys have been doing the basketball league for how long?
So this one, I think I started in 2019, right before COVID. So
Okay.
thankfully, after COVID, we were able to start it back up.
Right.
But basketball is so popular in this town, and it's kind of nice because the city does a winter and a summer. So this is kind of like right in between. So
Right.
there's something else for them to do
All year
when
long.
the city's doing volleyball.
Fabulous. $250 per team. And again, you sign up at the
Yeah.
Prescott YMCA. Can you do any of these signups online?
No,
No.
we're still not online.
Right. They want
But
you
you
to
can
come
get
in.
the forms online, and then
Okay.
you can come in.
Perfect. Fantastic. And you say that you're going to have up to 16 teams in this league?
We can, yeah,
Yeah.
but we usually get around 8.
Okay.
But the games are shorter.
Yeah.
The way 3-on-3 is set up, it's much easier to run
Mhm.
because you do like 3 games in one game,
Oh.
like either I think to 25 points or 20 minutes, something
Okay.
like that.
Oh, that is
And there are
nice.
special rules for this league as well. They play
Okay.
half court, so
All
it's
right.
a lot of fun.
Is this co-ed as well?
It is, yes.
So what do you think, Drew and Matt? Should we have a 3-on-3 basketball team? Call it the Leza Lives?
I embarrass myself enough not trying to play
Come
sports,
Oh, really?
but I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the height, though. We need, because Drew and I, we're challenged. vertically. But you, my friend, we can just pass them to you and you can
just
dunk
stand
them.
under the basket.
I wish I could dunk.
Well, we'll let you know if we're going to have a team.
That sounds great.
All right. Okay. We're chatting with Jamie DeJoseph, the sports director of the James Family Prescott YMCA and race director of the Whiskey Row Marathon. More with Jamie coming up here on Leza Live. Also, if you have a question for her, give us a call, 928-541-1016. Have you done it? Have you gone to artfuleyejewelers.com and signed yourself up for a chance to win a $2,000 jewelry makeover? You got to do it. Super easy. Just go, like I said, to artfuleyejewelers.com. Tell them what you have and what you want to do with it. You can upload pictures of what you have or even pictures of what you'd like to make if you win. And the big winner of the $2,000 jewelry makeover will be chosen on August 31st. So you need to get your entries in today. You know, Artful Eye is known for doing this. They are experts at taking something old and turning it into something brand new that you love to wear again. And the master jewelers, Dave and Kevin, do everything right there in their state-of-the-art workshop on Whiskey Row. Check out their Facebook and Instagram pages for cool before and after pics, and be sure to do it today. Enter to win that $2,000 jewelry makeover at artfuleyejewelers.com. And we'll be right back. Welcome back. We appreciate you hanging out with us this morning. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM, KYCA, talking with Jamie DeJoseph, the sports director of the James Family Prescott YMCA. You are one busy woman. I mean, we get right done with summer sports and we jump right into fall sports.
We do. We jump right into fall sports. Along with the adults, we are doing our fall itty bitty sports program, which is our program for ages 3 to 5. This fall, they're going to be doing track and field and basketball.
Oh, how fun.
These are my two favorites.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is lining them up to do a little dash where they get in their runner position for track and field. And you just say, on your mark, get set, go. And they just hop up and they run.
I love
It's
it.
So cute.
3 to 5-year-olds.
Yeah. And then basketball, we do the basketball so we can kind of runs right into the basketball league. And our league starts at age 4. So
I'm assuming you lower the
We do.
baskets for the 3 and 5-year-olds. You could do that dunk.
I could dunk on a 5-year-old. Oh, heck yeah, I could.
yeah, we lower it to 8 foot, and then we put the extension hoop, which makes it 6 feet tall.
I love
so even
it.
I can dunk on it.
Yeah, that's so fun. And you have a bunch of different sessions that kids can choose from, or the parents can choose from, I should say.
So they have a 3:30 to 4:30 session on Monday they can choose from. They have a Tuesday 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. session, or they have a Wednesday 3:30 to 4:30 session.
Good.
And all of those start the week of September 9th. So you can come into the YMCA and sign up. It's $55 for YMCA members, and it's $75 for community members. And then they get an Itty Bitty Sports T-shirt at the end of the program.
Cute.
Usually we give it out a little bit early so that they can wear it if they want.
Yeah.
But it's a cute little shirt.
I bet it is. Now, is this one of those programs where the parents are encouraged to stay, or do they drop their kids off, or how does that work?
Parents are encouraged to stay.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to participate if they don't want to, but we do encourage them to stay so that they are on site. And then if they want to come out and help, we always encourage that, because I think we had like 20 in some of the sessions last year.
Wow, 23 and 5-year-olds. It's like herding cats, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I have an amazing assistant who has been running. She's taken over running Itty Bitty Sports for me since I have a million other things, and she does a fantastic job.
Oh my gosh.
She's also run all of our basketball camps.
Oh,
So,
fabulous. Well, shout out. What's her name?
Virginia Tobin.
Shout out, Virginia.
That's right. And her
Nice.
dad, John Tobin, helps with all our basketball camps too. They're an amazing family.
That's
So,
great. And is Cindy Tobin the mom? Is that the same family?
Yes.
Yes, wonderful. All right. Well, that's Itty Bitty Sports, and people have to sign up by what date?
Well, as long as there's a spot, they can sign up after. But you do want to get in early because those spots do fill up, especially in the afternoon sessions.
Okay, super, super fun. We should talk about, don't let me forget to talk about the scholarship program, because when
Yes.
you mention the prices, you guys don't turn anybody away. If a kid that's 3 to 5 wants to be part of this, you guys figure out a way with your scholarships.
Yes, that is, and that'll be a big part of Whiskey Row. But we want to make sure that everybody has a chance to participate in anything, even if it's membership, aquatics, gymnastics, anything. We don't want to turn anybody away.
I love that so much. Okay, it's one of our favorite days. The Girls in Sports Day is coming up in September on the 21st. It's a Saturday, 22nd annual.
22nd annual.
It's amazing.
It's so cool. I love this event. Our theme this year is Take Flight to a Healthy Life. Our special guest is going to be Maddie Mitchell. She graduated from Embry-Riddle in 2023. Wow. With a degree in aeronautical science and a minor in aviation business administration.
Wow.
She is a flight instructor over there. So we're really excited to have her on board.
Yes.
We're also going to have the Granite Mountain Young Marines on board to help this year, and they're going to do a survival rotation.
Oh.
So we're super excited about them. This is going to be an awesome partnership because they're going to help with Whiskey Row as well.
Oh, that's great.
So, yeah, we're super excited. This event is ages 7 to 14. So there's 3 different age groups, and they spend the afternoon rotating through various sports stations. Ages 7 to 8 is going to do obstacle course, Y-Fit, and soccer. Ages 9 to 10, gymnastics, volleyball, cycle. And then ages 11 to 14 is going to do self-defense, tennis, and silks.
And what is silks? Is that the silks that hang from the ceiling that you do the yoga and stuff on?
Yep.
I didn't know you had that at the YMCA.
We do have that at the YMCA.
How
yes,
fun.
I think for adults and for the youth. So it's super exciting. I think it's been a few years since we've done cycle.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that. Yeah, Panera is back on board. They're going to donate salad and cookies. And then Ciao Bella is going to donate pasta.
Oh,
so,
how nice.
Yeah, we love our community partners because they provide a free meal for the kids so we can provide them dinner. And then they'll get a backpack at the end of the day. And then last year we added back in the swimming at the end of the night.
Oh, fun.
So whoever signs up to do so for about an hour after the event ends, they'll be able to swim.
This is such a fun day for your girls. If you have a granddaughter or a daughter between the ages of 7 and 14, we highly recommend that you sign them up. They will have the best time.
Exactly.
Yes.
And if they have aged out, we love having former participants or even just anybody in the high school, college as group leaders.
I love that.
So we would love to have them volunteer.
Okay, so registration is open for this because it gets full fast, right?
Yes, we opened registration a couple weeks ago. So
Okay.
registration is open. We are taking volunteer signups right now, and all of our volunteer signups are online through Sign Up Genius.
Oh.
So if you go to the website, there's a flyer that has a QR code you can use to sign up. So
Okay.
we need group leaders, like second group leads. We need dinner help. If you prefer to just help with a sports rotation, we'll throw you out there on one of the sports rotations. But we couldn't run this without the volunteers as well. So.
Okay, very nice. Again, the date is Saturday, September 21st. It'll be here before we know it.
Yes, it will.
Right. What is the website for all this information? information?
PrescottYMCA.org.
Okay, fantastic. More with Jamie DeJoseph from the James Family Prescott YMCA coming up here on Leza Live. And we are back. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA. Time to talk about the 46th annual Whiskey Row Marathon with the race director, Jamie DeJoseph. I can't believe 46th annual.
I know, 46 years.
Amazing.
It's insane.
How many
it's
years
pretty awesome.
have we been doing it in October?
This will be the 4th year.
Yeah.
Yeah, right after COVID when I took over.
Yes.
I was like, I can't do this in May with our youth basketball league. Both
Right.
of them with over 900 people in it. I
Yes,
was like, nah.
exactly. No, that makes a lot of sense. And plus the weather is so much cooler in
It's
October
been beautiful.
than May.
Last October, that was just, the race was perfect. It
Yeah.
was a perfect day.
Great.
So it was a lot of fun.
We're expecting a perfect day coming
Yep.
up on the 12th. And like we mentioned before, all the proceeds from this marathon go directly into the scholarship fund at the YMCA. So
Yeah,
it's for a
so
great cause.
This is our biggest fundraising
Mhm.
event. Everything that we bring in goes directly into the scholarship fund because we want to make sure that nobody gets turned away and everybody has a chance to participate in anything we offer.
Yes.
So it's a really great. You can be healthy and you can help the community in the same way. So
Yes. Okay. So people can sign up right now. Is registration open?
yes, registration is open. We are only online with registration this year.
Okay.
So if you just go to active.com, you'll be able to search Whiskey Row Marathon. Or if you go to whiskeyrowmarathon.com, we have the QR code everywhere for you to sign up for that. And then there's flyers at the Y as well that you can scan the code. It's really easy to sign up. We've been using Active every year. We just went all online for this one this
That's
year.
great.
So
I think
yeah.
that's great. And you don't only just have the marathon, which is how far?
26.2.
26.2 miles, but there are a lot of other options.
Yeah, so if you're not one of those crazy marathon runners, because this one is something,
Yes.
I will only drive it. I will
Yes.
never run
Well,
it.
what is the incline?
Oh, it's insane. It's
It's up a mountain and then down a mountain.
yeah, you're
right?
going up to Sierra Prieta,
Yeah.
and then you go down, and then you take that all the way up to Deering Park, and you go up more, and then you turn around and you go all the way back. So I am impressed with anybody who can run this marathon.
Yes.
It is amazing.
And people come from all over the country to run in this marathon.
Cool thing is that we have somebody coming from Finland. So that's pretty cool. They contacted me, I think, a couple months ago and said they were looking into it, so they had some questions, and then sure enough, they signed up a couple weeks ago. So it's pretty cool.
Very cool. Okay, so we have the marathon, which kicks off at 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
They start
yes.
early.
There is an early start too, at 5 a.m.
Okay.
Just in case someone thinks they need an extra hour. They just aren't eligible for the overall awards.
Okay.
And then the half marathon kicks off at 7 a.m. The 10K kicks off at 7:30 a.m. 5K at 8 a.m. and then the 0.3 mile high fun run kicks off at 7:10 a.m.
Very nice. Very nice. The fun run is a lot of fun.
Yeah, they just basically dash from that start line all the way around to the finish line on Union or on Cortez and Union. So it's pretty cool.
And it's such a great atmosphere down around the Courthouse Plaza, the finish line, watching all the competitors come across the line as people read their names. And then
really
are you going to
awesome.
have booths and stuff set up for those participants for after the race?
Yeah, so we'll have the Friday night packet pickup and expo. Will be from 3 to 7 at the YMCA. So anybody can come by the YMCA and pick up their packet, their race bag, and all that kind of stuff. And any one of our sponsors or anybody in town who wants to join the race expo and just get your name out there, you can come and set up in the gym that night too. And then starting at 8 a.m. on Saturday, we'll have the finish line festivities after the finish line as well. And we're going to have everything on that side of it this year. We don't have to move anything to Goodwin or anything. So everything's going to be localized at the finish line.
Yeah.
With the refreshment garden, any food trucks or coffee trucks that want to be a part of it, we're going to have them all there. Awards will be there. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Fantastic. Again, sign up at whiskeyroadmarathon.com or what was it?
Active.com, yes.
Okay. Very good. Well, we have one more thing to mention.
Yes, and I can't believe we're actually mentioning this, but of course we have to. So our youth basketball league registration is going to kick off September 1st. So this is our biggest youth program. We had almost 1,000 kids last year. It's ages 4 to 17. It runs in Prescott and Prescott Valley. The recreational league does, and then we have a competitive league that runs just in Prescott. So registration will open for that September 1st. So we're super excited about that too.
When do we kick off the season?
January 2025.
Holy smokes. Like you said, it'll all be here before we know it. Yes. Okay. People can get all the information on all of the programs that we talked about this morning and more online at...
you can either go to PrescottYMCA.org for all of the sports programs, and then you can go to whiskeyroadmarathon.com for if you want to run the race, volunteer, sponsor, all of that information.
You're looking for volunteers. For
yes, we are. And then... that's all online as well through Sign Up Genius. So you can just do that, scan the code, and you can figure out where you want to volunteer.
Boy, you guys make it so easy.
We're trying.
Yeah. You definitely need those volunteers.
We do. This race, it's over 150, probably close to 200 volunteers. So they're amazing as well, and our sponsors. So.
Yes. You want to shout out to the big sponsor?
Yes, Dignity Health, Yavapai Regional Medical Center. They support us every year as our presenting sponsor. They donate the bags and all that. So
that's wonderful. Jamie, thank you so much for working so hard for our community. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for listening this morning. We'll see you on the radio back here tomorrow.